I cannot understand someone like of Zidane's stature. That's the first thing. A three-peat, so he's won 3 Champions Leagues. That's the second thing. I can understand a guy that's with that cachet and that baggage coming in and having to ask Mbappe whether he can use the toilet. Here's the thing. I already said before, there are only 2 guys that can work for PSG. That is a Zidane and a Mourinho. I don't want to hear about Gautier. I don't want to hear about freaking Mozart. I don't want to hear about freaking Van Gogh. I don't want to hear about anybody else. The only 2 names that will make me view PSG as, okay, you're not taking things seriously, is the Zid and Uncle Mo. Uncle Mo and the Zid. So, if Zidane is to come to PSG, it would have to be on the condition that he has full control. I cannot understand someone like of Zidane's stature. That's the first thing. A three-peat, so he's won 3 Champions Leagues. That's the second thing. I can understand a guy that's with that cachet and that baggage coming in and having to ask Mbappe whether he can use the toilet. You see, those 2 things don't correlate. A guy coming in with that kind of a baggage and that success and that resume has to be the head honcho, has to be the big dog. Because unless a PSG fan fully convinces me, I still feel like if Mbappe has at least 50 or 60% ownership of this club. So I don't understand how a no-name manager can come in and say, what's up? So the only way in which Zidane can come in is because, he'll have full control. I cannot understand Zidane coming into a situation where he doesn't have full control. And I think Zidane strikes me as one of those guys that's a super alpha and has got a little bit of swag on him. And he always had swag. Go look at how he played. But I think when you win a 3-peat, 3 UCLs, which we still need to have a discussion about, once you achieve that, you move in a certain way and certain people can't talk to you in a certain way. Because my thing is this. Pochettino coming into the dressing room, what have you done? Oh yeah, you flopped in that UCL final. Not playing Lucas Moura. Instead, you played the tree trunk in the Hurricane. Emery, what have you done? You've not really won a UCL and so forth. So, but with Zidane coming in, it's like, it's Zidane. We know what he's done as a player. Respect. We know what he's done as a manager. Respect. So he's got the double flex respect. The respect as a player and the respect of a manager. So for those players, they're like, okay, let's take a step back and realize, okay, this guy is that dude. I don't think it will happen. I doubt it will happen. There are a lot of conflicting reports. But let's say it did happen. If Zidane was some PSG manager, I believe that he would only be manager if he has full control. And if Zidane does have full control, I believe this is a step closer to PSG realizing their UCL dream. But remember, guys, you have to be very aware. These are the specific conditions. Specific conditions that I think have to exist before I believe that Zidane is going to take over, because I don't believe Zidane is manager if he doesn't have full control to I'll sub of whoever I want of. No stars above me. I can make whatever changes I want, and I am answerable to nobody. I don't have to play anybody. And if you don't like it, it is what it is. Because Zidane is that dude, and he has earned the right to be that dude. But let's see what happens. Let's see how real PSG are. I will still maintain my belief that Mbappe FC will never win a UCL, because I just believe that the structure of the club is going to go belly up. But they're moving in the right direction. They've had that this boy Luis Campos as a sporting director, so they're moving in the right direction. So I want to know who the manager is, because who is hired as manager will tell me how serious PSG are. I'll say it again, they have the players. They have the talent, they have the personnel. But talent alone doesn't win you a UCL. If it did, the Galacticos would have 4, 5, 6 UCLs. They did not. So talent is one thing, but another opponent thing is structure, strategy, direction, a blueprint, a game plan. And that comes from the head honcho, the manager. And the only way that a strategy can be fully realized is if the manager has 100%, not 99, not 99.999 recurring, 100% control. So until PSG show me that Zidane or Mourinho's manager, and they have 100% control, and I see in the games they have 100% control, and there are no prima donnas, and there are no arguments between a player who's angry at being subbed off. Until I see that, don't talk to me about PSG being taken seriously to win a UCL. Actions speak louder than words. We'll talk more about this tonight on The Hangers Man. Like, subscribe, peace.